Hey everyone, welcome to Empower Team Monday Night Call. I am Sapphire Brand Ambassador Natalie Dolan, and tonight we're going to be talking about welcome pack businesses. And so I want y'all to ask yourself right now, do I have a welcome pack business? And so I want to break that down for you guys, what that really does look like, because I remember the first time that I even heard the term welcome pack business, like something clicked for me where I was like, oh, wow, yeah, that's not really what I'm going for. you know, and I'll break down what that is and how if you're in that space or falling into that space, and really how you can break out of that, and what and why, okay. So first of all, what is a welcome pack business? A welcome pack business is signing somebody up with a welcome pack and neglecting to follow through on the other pillars. We talk about the pillars all the time. We cover our foundation all the time, but the pillars of network marketing, the foundation is mindset and belief. And then the four pillars are recruiting, retaining, duplicating, and leadership. And so a lot of people will get really trapped into only mastering one pillar, which is recruiting. It feels good to be able to bring people in and you can get that down and then just neglect all the other parts of your business. And you think that that maybe you'll get lucky and maybe somebody will just magically want to start sharing and maybe that's how it'll work out. But that's not how professional business owners handle their business. They don't leave it to chance. They cover their bases. They take it seriously. They treat their business like a business. And notice how I said neglecting. If you have a welcome pack business, you are neglecting the people that you're signing up. Because typically when you have a welcome pack business, you're not onboarding them, right? You're not sending them the videos, you're not of like what to expect. You're not sending them the getting started guide. You're not following up with them regularly. You are neglecting the retention part. You're just signing them up and leaving them like, hey, good luck, figure it out. I'm on to the next one. And it's not a place of service, and it's not a place of leadership, because leadership is service. And so that's why we can't just stop at signing somebody up for a welcome pack. So a lot of this, if you have a welcome pack business mindset, a lot of that goes into, you might also have a hobbyist mindset. I don't think that Plexus is a good business to be a hobby at. Plexus isn't really a hobby type business. If you want a hobby, you might want to get in direct sales as opposed to network marketing, because direct sales is more of just throwing up a link and people can buy an item from you once in their life and never buy another item for you. It's a lot more hustle. It's a lot more, high sales, all of that, where, hey, buy my necklace or buy my candle or whatever it is. That's a better way, I guess, to be a hobbyist, is doing something like that. What I want to get across to you is that, yes, this isn't the easiest route, but it's a bigger payoff if you are willing to be professional and to work your business with excellence and give people good service that they need. All of us, we need to be redefining. If you handle your business professionally, we collectively can help refine and reclaim the name of network marketing, right? So the people who don't take it seriously give the rest of the industry a bad name, because it is just a sign them and leave them, and like attacking and hunting and all of that. And that's really, if you've been around a while, that's not how we do it here. you know that we're about good customer service. We're about leadership. We're about retention. We're about our systems. We're about our community, and we're about doing it the right way. And so this is a team effort here. Okay. Okay. So yeah, the hobbyist mindset is you might have that mindset if you're kind of just signing people up and leaving them. I'm gonna be real. I've done that. I've done that in my business. And it was about when I was gold, when I really started having a major shift and learning really what this is and how it really works. But I'm going to get into that in a minute. Um, so if you have a welcome pack business, you might be slacking on professional onboarding, right? So you're probably not following an onboarding system that we have available. You're not sending the getting started graphic. You're not doing a welcome call. You are not offering the business or referral bonus link. Might not even be telling them that they have a referral bonus link. You're probably not telling them about our perks program, and you might be signing up people without a subscription, because you only care about getting a sign. You don't care about their results. You don't care about their long-term success. And so you just play small, and you just, hey, you don't have to have a sub, or whatever it is. When the reality is that people do need to have a subscription, because they need to be consistent. And if they're not, they're typically not going to have insane results in the first month. And so by telling them that, hey, just try it for a month, it's selling them short, and it's selling yourself short. And you might be even just trying to get, so whatever contest is happening or whatever incentive is going on. I saw this with the tablet. I saw people, sign up and get 6 people, and then the following month, 50% of those people were gone. And so don't waste people's money if you're not willing to take care of them. If somebody says, hey, I can't commit to this every month, then I say, hey, I don't want to sign you up right now. Then I want to wait until you are ready to commit to 3 to 6 months of internal healing for you to see. Because this isn't a diet program. This isn't a weight loss program. This isn't a 1-month cleanse. It's a healing process that people have the privilege to take part in, knowing we can know and rest assured knowing that our products are scientifically proven. Our ingredients are scientifically proven. We have hundreds of thousands of testimonies to prove that. Okay, that these products work. So don't sell people short and waste their money on 1 month of Plexus. Because if that's what you're letting them do, you are letting people waste their money, which is sad. And then they never get the full experience and benefits of what Plexus really could do for them. It makes me so sad when I see somebody join who have all sorts of gut health issues and headaches and autoimmune and all of these things, and they only try it for a month because they never had their subscription on. What is the statistic? I think it's people it's something crazy where if somebody signs up without a subscription on, it's like they're 80% less likely to not order the following month, something like that. I don't know. Maybe Tova, if somebody knows the real stat, drop it in the chat because I don't know for sure, but it's a crazy stat like that. And likewise, when you are onboarding, properly and telling them about the referral link and all of that and getting them to silver and beyond, they're way more likely to be still taking Plexus a year later. There's some crazy stat on that too, but it's somewhere in that same ballpark of 75% of those people are still taking Plexus in a year because you've helped them to get their products paid for, which you won't be doing if you're just signing them up and leaving them because you want to just recruit and get your welcome pack bonus. Okay. So like I was saying, that way of doing things, just signing people up and crossing your fingers and hoping they get good results and hoping that they'll communicate with you and let you know if they're loving it or not. And then hoping that they will come to you and say, hey, I think I want to share this. That only happens occasionally. Okay. And that's not a good business mindset to have going into this. That's just luck and chance. And it's not intentionality. That's just, we'll see if it works out. There's no determination behind that. So that way might seem easier at first, but will eventually lead you to burnout. It leads you into burnout because you are doing everything you're doing everything yourself. Everything is all on you. You're getting all the people individually, and you're signing up a lot of people, but you're not getting anyone to do this with you. And so it becomes that's a little one-way road to burnout, because that's a job. Doing just individually signing people up, next, that's a job. That isn't what we're here for. We're here to create businesses that create residual income for us so that you aren't burning yourself out. And I have done it both ways. Like I was saying, about the time I was gold, I was just mainly recruiting people and, had like a couple business builders, maybe. All I know is Natalie was there with me, and at that point that may have been it. But I remember just having this aha moment and being like, man, you know what? This is going to be less hard if I get some people to do this with me. I'm tired of it. I'm going to swallow my pride and start talking to people about the business. I love doing this. I know this works. It's my conviction that I need to be sharing this with people. So yeah. And then at that point, I started learning all about I started watching all the videos about duplication and retention and troubleshooting with people and closing people and how to talk to people and printing out wording and saving wording and things like that. I decided I was going to take this seriously so I could bring other people along with me, because I wanted the residual income. I didn't want a job. I wanted freedom. Okay. So here's another point that I want you all to ask yourself this. Do I mainly promote Plexus when there's a sale? Or are you promoting Plexus throughout the whole month? Here's what I see. I see people's confidence rise up when they have a sale to offer people. And we're not selling a sale. Okay. We're selling life change. We're selling health supplements. We're selling solutions to their problems. We're selling freedom for families. We are not selling a sale. And so I want you guys to be mindful of that and evaluate. Is this something that I'm doing? Does my confidence go way up when I can say, hey, we're having this sale go on, whatever. Because if that is your primary way of recruiting, then it's not going to create a stable business for you, because sometimes a lot of those people that you're going to sign up are just buying the sale because they can't resist the sale. I know I love a good sale. I know I do that. I know I wasn't going to buy all these clothes, but now they're having, Old Navy, my kids need clothes, and now I'm buying because of the sale. I'm in it for the sale, and so building your confidence to sell what we have. And if you don't have strong confidence in our products and what we have to offer, you can go build that. You can go read through all the health testimonies and Gut Health Happiness and Beyond. You can go watch all the Diamond documentaries and see all the ordinary people who have created brain surgeon income for their families by consistently doing Plexus, but consistently working your business, building, and showing up in a professional way. That is so possible for us. Okay. You're condensing a 30-year career down to 5. I mean, people work their whole lives to get where we have a track to, because anyways, okay. So let me stay on track. I could keep on going on about that. Okay. Another question I want you to ask yourself: do I mainly recruit and promote Plexus when there's a prize or a contest going on? Is that your motivation? Do you just want to check the box and get your 6 joins so you can get your tablet? Or are you in this for the long haul so that one day you could buy 6 tablets in one day if you felt like it, because I would rather miss out on a contest and have a longevity mindset and have customers come in when they were ready, when they really knew what they were getting and what they wanted. And when I was committed to walking them through onboarding, doing the welcome calls, sending them, checking in with them, having a planner with their name on it and checking your planner daily as if this was a real job, because guess what? This is a real job. So if you are doing that, if you kick it into high gear only when there's a contest or a prize that you can earn, then that's something else that you need to evaluate in yourself. You probably need to develop a stronger why, a stronger vision for where you're going. Okay. So what I do want to say is, when it comes the next step beyond the welcome pack, right? So what is the next step beyond the welcome pack? You sign somebody up, you've been doing this for a few months, 6 months, and you finally mastered recruiting. You figured out that you can recruit people. So what's the next step? The next step is offering the business to people. It is saying, hey, did you know you have a referral bonus link? It's getting on that welcome call and saying, hey, if you start feeling good on these products, would you be sharing that with people? You have to do those steps in order to get the results. You can't skip the results, or you can't skip the steps in order to get the results, because we don't want to just luckily end up with a good business. It takes intentionality to get there. So it takes humility to ask people to do the business with you. Okay. So if you're not talking to people about doing this with you, you might have some pride going on or some fear of rejection. But ultimately it's just a focus on self. You're wondering, well, what are they going to think about me if I offer them, or what, whatever that is. You're focusing on yourself and you're not focusing on what a blessing this could be for them. It doesn't have to be personal if they don't immediately want to work the business with you. But here's the thing: the door is closed until you open it. People will not know what they have at their fingertips unless you tell them. They can't, you can't assume that they know, because I'm telling you, they probably don't know. So if you're not getting them on the phone and getting them on a welcome call, they're not going to know about the perks program to keep their subscription on. They're not going to know about their referral bonus link, and that they can make a part-time income to a full-time income to a doctor's income. They're not going to know that unless you tell them. Okay. Or they just run off and do some random research and find out, and that's not what you want either. You want to be the person giving your new customers the information they need about what this is, right? So it takes humility. You are going to have to risk it. Okay. And most people are going to say no initially, or they're going to be hesitant. They're probably always going to give you a objection, and that's okay. Your job is to open the door. When somebody asked me to do this business with them, I was mortified and said, oh my gosh, no, I can't. My friend asked me to do this and I do not want to do this. I would never be one of those people. But the door was now open and the seed was now planted. So I went from being a heck no, oh my gosh, wow, I would never do that, to here now. but seriously, I firmly believe that them asking that question, me saying, no, I don't want to do that, opened the door for me. And so over the next months, and I don't even know how many months, maybe 6 months later, I started sharing something like that. Cause I started on just the probiotic anyway, whatever. I didn't come into this business even perfectly. I started off with just the probiotics because nobody knew any different. And, whatever, I didn't know what everything else was. Like there wasn't anybody, they weren't equipped the way y'all are equipped, with people to say, hey, what are your health goals? Here's a recommendation. Here's this. I didn't even know any of that was available for me. All I knew is that I had gut health problems, and sure, I'll try your probiotic and support you, even though I don't want to do the business with you. So by the time I got on the triplex and I was having amazing results, then because that door was open, I hit her up and I said, hey, by the way, I want to start doing this. Let's get on a phone call. And that was that, Okay. So be humble and just ask people and cast vision to them. Okay. Let me see next page. Okay. All right. So what I want the biggest takeaway for tonight just to be, to break out of this hobbyist mindset. So if you have a welcome pack business, you probably have a hobbyist mindset. And if you want a hobby, this is not really the place for you. You can make some part-time income consistently working part-time. Okay. So I don't want to take that away, but it's not a sometimes business. Okay. We say this all the time. You can work part-time and get what you want out of it, but you can't work sometimes because you'll never get balanced, and that'll lead to burnout as well. And you'll get frustrated and it won't be enjoyable. Doing this consistently is what makes this enjoyable. And at the end of the day, when you start having doubt and when you start wondering, or somebody says no to you and you feel rejected, you need that consistency to fall back on, because this is more fun when you consistently do it. You need action to cure all of that, to all of those doubts. You need to get into action, and that is the cure. Bringing people along with you makes what we do the most enjoyable part. Having new people come in, that new excitement, that's developing you as a leader, that's developing relationships, all those things. So I want you to break out of that hobbyist mindset, and I want you to ask yourself, am I treating my business like a business? Do I work my business 5 to 6 days a week? Do I have time set aside where I am like every day at noon, I'm sitting here and I'm working my business? That's what I have carved into my life, because I decided I wanted to have a professional business so my family could have real freedom. So more people that I know can have real freedom and not struggle. Okay. So I want you to commit to the onboarding and retention systems. And I want you to learn how to lead imperfectly. And you can't just start, maybe right now you're like, you don't see yourself as a leader. Well, you're never going to be a leader unless you just start leading imperfectly. I have grown as a leader so much over the past 6 years, from where I was to where I am now. And now I'm still learning how to be a better leader. I'm still learning all these things and refining these things and over, because you don't have to reach perfection in order to be really successful. Like, I still have so many areas that I am tweaking and refining. I still strive to be a better leader. I'm still learning about it all the time, but you just have to start somewhere. You have to kind of suck in a little bit in the beginning in order to get good. Okay. And that's okay. Right. That is okay. So to develop a longevity mindset, which is the cure to the hobbyist mindset, what I recommend is, obviously building your belief and doing, Diamond Docs and all of that. But the first book I ever read, before I was even gold, probably, I picked up the book called Go Pro by Eric Worre. And it's all about, you know, what this industry is, what it can mean for your family. And I'm telling you what, I think that really set my whole business up for success by that being the first book that I ever read. Because first of all, it built my belief like crazy. Number two, the premise is, if you're going to do this, decide to go pro, decide to be professional, right? This is a profession, right? And I get that nobody, that our parents didn't tell us to grow up and do network marketing, right? Like nobody said, hey, you should, when you grow up, you should get into network marketing. And so we have to do extra work on our mindset in order to say, hey, this actually is a really good option for me. Okay, we're going to hop off in 1 minute. I have one more point. Like I was saying, definitely time block, commit to a specific time, right? So in this business, you can be reactionary or you can be intentional. And so reactionary is working your business in the nooks and crannies. I get that we all have days like that, but for the most part, what success is going to require is it's going to take intentionality. So reactionary stuff, it's just, that's not going to work, right? So you can miss one day, but you better not miss 2 days. Okay. Like you just keep on going with your consistency and intentionally work your business daily, right? Or during the week or whatever you choose. But as long as you have intentionality behind it, when you first start doing this, it isn't a full-time job immediately. Over time, you work your way up to more hours and more responsibilities, but your income makes that possible. Okay. So just start somewhere and just do it professionally, intentionally. So you aren't building a welcome pack business because you do want this long-term residual income. You want this, and it is worth the extra effort. Okay. So, all right, that's all I got. Let's hop on to the next team call, Pink Power call. And yeah, thanks for hopping on, you guys.